welcome back to Extraordinary Times, and if you didn't catch that, I'm AJ.
And I'm Hiram.
Jeremy is busy regenerating, so he's going to be out for a little bit.
And I'm replacing him.
For now. Alright, first story today, kind of a throwback to a little while ago when we talked about the guy who, in protest on the TSA groping him and wanting to photo him naked, all whatever, he stripped naked in the airport in the metal detector and got arrested, which we were calling sex discrimination because woman did it earlier and she just got mentally evaluated. Well, update. He has gone through the court system and the judge has stated that it's perfectly all right. He did nothing wrong. It was part of free speech. It was part of a protest, which sounds awesome. You're like, yeah, go dude, except this sets a terrible precedent. Getting naked is now a legal form of protest.
Just be like, going to a plastic surgery place and be like, I don't like plastic surgery. I'm going to be naked and ugly and really horribly distracting everyone. And everyone's like, it burns my eyes. Anyways.
I'm scared for the future. All right, and on to the next one. Also kind of a throwback to the full Florida voter registration debacle, whatever, but more the opposite.
Yeah, this time Washington's been having a little stupidity going on, which is interesting because, you have Florida down here who has been trying to change their voting, how it's, smarter and getting rid of all the illegal immigrancy and all that kind of stuff. And then, oddly enough, you have Florida down here and then Washington up here, the opposites. Washington decided to be a little stupid. And they decided that, people on Facebook could register for voting. There's problems with this. Because, think about it. Anyone can make a Facebook profile and you can come up with random information to change it. You could just come up with IDs and things like that to completely mess the entire thing up. People from Britain can come up with stuff to vote in America. How's that smart?
And another little throwback, because we've got a few of those today. It's been just an awesome news day, to the whole SpaceX exploration thing that was awesome. Went up to the space station, all that. Well, they've released video of all of that, which actually on YouTube, so I'm going to link it here. Right there. Put it to rock dubstep music, just spit it all through. It's awesome. Check it out. This is history.
Apparently, people are having this thing where they don't really want to work during the Olympics in August, a couple of days. The people who work the trains and the immigration and everything, basically if you want to get to or from London, no, it's not happening. They're just kind of like, we're going to take a break and not help you out.
Massive strike involving pay, whatever. Huge outcry. Maybe we should send letters to them say this is a bad idea.
Yeah, seriously, you're not helping people go in towards the Olympics. It's a big deal. People want to go see it. And you're just like, nah, we're going to take this opportunity to say, no, we want money.
Greedy. And on to completely different news, though still in Europe. Something has been found in an Austrian castle that most people thought was a modern-day invention. Turns out it's been around for 600 years. Brassieres.
The booby holders.
Turns out that people back then wanted to hold up things around the chest just as much as we do nowadays. And in fact, we're so good at it that some of the experts were saying there are some that are exactly the same as today's. This has thrown a huge wrench into some people's works and into history and that kind of stuff. For me, it just proves that, like I said, people have been intelligent for a very long time. We've just had a little bit of increase in technology recently, and I don't think it's as much as we all, think it is.
Although, still have a problem with hooks. So recently, the company Odyssey has found and recovered a very large stash of silver in a underwater shipwreck. And
it's kind of what the Odyssey company does. They recover things.
They find sunken stuff. But basically, they found this huge stash of silver bars, originally owned by the UK.
About 240 tons of it.
The UK's like, oh, hey, yeah, we'll just take 20% of that, because it's technically from us, and then you can keep the rest. It's cool. You just keep that.
This is awesome. And we went through and did a little bit of math. Just current silver price, not even including the historical value of all of this, is around $200 million worth.
And that's just the
Holy
first.
crap.
That's just the first load. They got 48 tons of silver that they, loaded off to the UK and says, okay, here's your share, pretty much, and that's worth 200 million.
If we're doing our math right.
In dollars, by the way, for all you
right.
American weird people.
Either way, check out the information down below. It's kind of an article. It's directly to the company source, but awesome.
Yeah, and honestly, gets to keep the rest of that.
So on back over to the States, where a Pennsylvania mom has been caught doing a little bit of hacking. It's the point that she's a mom because, well, she hacked into the school system and changed her kids' grades. And she's done this a few times. She actually, it's not that big of a hacking deal. She just used to work in the system and knows a few of the passwords, like her supervisor's password, which is another reason why you never give your passwords out to any of your employees, ever. And if you fire the person you happen to give the password to, change your password. Person women just passwords.
Keep going.
And change your which are you probably shouldn't do that.
I could totally see that, like, winky face.
And our last story of the day.
There was this weather story, guys sitting there doing the weather, it's horrible, raining, lightninging, all that kind of stuff.
Boston, Massachusetts, they have rain.
And apparently, during the weather said hi. So all the electrical stuff in the general area just kind of buzzed out, the lights all faded, and everything just pretty much shut down. Except for the camera and the screens behind him. So, you could see a man presenting the weather in total blackness. In blackness, which is just freaking baller.
And he just keeps going. He's just, whatever, lights are out, here's your weather. Yeah. This is what you're really here for.
And it wasn't like a blue screen or green screen or whatever, so it actually was producing light behind him, so it actually was just continuing, so you actually see his silhouette going back and forth, and just like, oh hey, and over here, and he just completely kept going through it, just smooth, like, oh hey, the lights went off, oh well, I'll just keep going then.
Good job, Todd Guttner. Anyway, thanks again for watching us today. If you really liked it, like it over here, favorite over here. If you want to see Jeremy again, when he regenerates and all that, subscribe. These are extraordinary times. Share us with your friends, please. That's how we get bigger. That's how we get all this awesome news out to people, and really helps us out.
And by the way, if you liked me, comment in the commenting place
down there
below and be like, oh hey, I like that sexy man. His goatee's larger than his. It's more goatee.
Either way, I'm AJ.
And I'm a substitute person.
And these are extraordinary times.
Be aware. Oh gosh, it's my turn. I'm so excited. Just keep going.
I don't know. I don't want to.